Well, good afternoon. This is, well, I won't say it. I usually do that if no one's in the class, but I'll just do it. A couple of announcements today. There aren't any PowerPoints. If you're wondering why you're not seeing a PowerPoint, there aren't any PowerPoints today. We finished all the PowerPoints last time. All I got today are the announcements. One of these, of course, is the Alabama A&M does have that Norris Scholarship Program. They'll pay your last 2 years if you're considering teaching teaching math or sciences in high school. They will pay. Now, there's all sorts of conditions and other things with this. You'll have to check that email. It came to every one of you. Check that, and it's really a great deal. A great deal. Your junior and senior years paid for if you agree to do that. All right. The other announcement, and this is for this class only, that's for anybody. For this class only, how many have done the student course evaluations? 1, 2, 3, okay. The rest of you, please do them. Please do them. Okay. Now, the main reason I have these announcements, oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm going to pause here. There's no reason to read. All right, so what we're doing today and Tuesday, that's the last of the course. That's it, folks. That's all, okay? Today and Tuesday. Now, I got an email from Jerry Tracy recently. I can't remember exactly when I received it. Last night or a little earlier sometime. I got it that he could not take us today, okay? But he can do Tuesday. So we're down to our last day to do the field trip, but he can take us. Now, here's the deal on the field trip. He's coming in early to take care of us, okay? He's going to be there at 2, and he only has until 2:45. So please, folks, if you're driving directly to the station, be there by 2 o'clock. We'll be leaving here right at 1:15, okay? Right at 1:15 to head to the station, okay? Any who want to follow me can follow me. I have room for up to 3 in my vehicle. It's best if you do carpool. The station has parking, but it's pretty limited parking. So let's not have everybody take a car there. We're going to more than fill their parking lot. So please go pool together as much as you can. Okay, so we'll leave here right at 1:15. Try to be there before 2. And he can't handle us much past 2:45, so we'll be coming back shortly between 2:45 and 3, leaving to come back here. We should be here by 3:45 at the latest, okay? Now, because that was going to be awfully late for lunch, that's why I decided to go and do the pizza today. Sorry if you didn't get the word on it, but I tried again to put it on Blackboard. I did put it on Blackboard as an announcement, send immediately the email, said the announcement went through, the email did not. And there is still down. The whole thing is down. Sorry. Email on Blackboard is down. All right, so I tried, but I couldn't do otherwise. And by that time I was home, so I had no access to your email addresses then. All right, now, therefore, what are we doing today? Okay. Well, all that's left for the course right now is a test on Chapter 24. So we're having that today, and the final exam. Now, since the final exam technically is Tuesday, we have plenty of time when we get back from the field trip to have the final exam. That's when technically it'll be scheduled. If any of you are planning just to go to the field trip and then go home from there because it's not convenient to come all the way back here just for the final, if you want to take your final today, you can, okay? You got plenty of time to do so. So it's going to be perfectly, yeah.
Sorry.
All right, okay. It'll be perfectly okay for you to take it today or take it Tuesday. I'll be here both days until 6 o'clock, okay? Yes.
All right, so what does the final exam consist of? Is it just like a bunch of questions from previous quizzes and stuff?
It's approximately 20 questions. I can't say it's exactly 20. And from the, however many, we had 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, and 24. 9 chapters. About 2 questions from each, 3 from some, and that's it. I tried to hit the most important, meaningful things from each one. And guess what? they're matching. Definitions on one side of the page, the words or phrases on the other side. The easiest test you'll have in here all term. But it's required for you to take. That's not a droppable grade. So so you can either do it today or do it Tuesday when we get back from the field trip. Now, what else is today about? Well, today I want to return to you every lab and every test that you've taken so far that I've had a chance to grade. Now, I've had a bunch of things done right at the end here that I haven't had a chance to get graded. So I can't do that, but while you're taking your test on 24, I'll be grading like crazy. I probably won't get them all graded, but I'll grade as many as I can, and I'll return them to you as I can. But then on Tuesday, I'll return all the rest of them to you. So if any of you are missing a lab or missing a test, this is the time to do it. Okay? All of you got all your labs. I think I'm preaching to the choir here. Y'all are the ones that are on top of things. So as soon as I finish these announcements, I'm going to be returning all your papers to you. Now, please, folks, don't be sharing these things with anyone because I can't guarantee to you. Seth is here. I can't guarantee to you, and there's pizza, help yourself, and there's napkins somewhere there. Okay. I can't guarantee to you that everybody's turned everything in. So if their eyes light on your paper, and you may have done pretty well or okay, and they see the correct answers, because usually I do write the correct answers down, then they've just cheapened your grade, because they're turning in a really high score and done it off of you without doing anything but seeing your work. So please don't let anyone see anything I return to you today, because you don't know, and I don't even know for sure until I look, whether they've turned it in. And there's at least half the class not here today. In fact, more than half the class is not here right now. So I'm going to return these to you, but please don't share them with anyone else, because otherwise all it does is cheapen your score. Gives them something for nothing, and you get a lower score than they do. And you did the work and they didn't. Okay. Now, this includes the Moon Lab. I've only received, I think, 1 or 2 of those in. 1, I believe it is. Yes?
I was only able to observe it for 2 nights.
Yeah, I understand. So tell me what you saw. Okay. And Patel's here. All right. And for those who have just come in, the field trip is Tuesday. Okay? Fantastic. I've got 2 Moon Labs. Okay. The field trip is Tuesday. Get it in. We'll be leaving here at 1:15. Jerry Tracy is coming in early to accommodate us, but only has until 2:45. So we'll start it at the station at 2, and he can only handle us until 2:45 because he's got some things, pressing things. He couldn't handle us today. I had tried, and finally came back and said, nope, Thursday's out. How about Tuesday? So I was left with that. So what that means for everybody is that today I'm returning everything that's been turned in so far. If anything you haven't completed and turned in, get it to me now before I return these. Now, a few things, if you turned them in last time or this time, I probably haven't gotten them graded, okay? Because it's, it's just too much come in, too late. All at the same time. I could not get them all graded, okay? So I'll be grading while y'all are taking your Chapter 24 test. So that leads to the next issue. Chapter 24 test is today. If you haven't already done your formula and equation sheet on it, do it, okay? You've got plenty of time. That's all we've got to do today. Now, okay, here we go again. Corey's here. Okay. I'm just guessing because I haven't asked anyone yet who has said yes on this. Did anyone see the announcement on Blackboard? You did. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Most people did not. I tried to send the email, but the Blackboard and email are not communicating right now. So the last 3 that I've tried to do, the announcements are up there, but the emails were never sent. Okay? And they first told me it had been fixed. Then I said, no, it isn't fixed. And they went back. So I thought within 2 days they'd get it fixed. No, they haven't. So I do need all the work turned in, because once I return these, technically I should not receive anything else. But I've got a bunch of people who are not here right now. So if they come in, they can turn in their work. Okay. So all we're going to do, and there's pizza up here, by the way, if you hadn't noticed already, there's pizza here. Go on and help yourself. 2 pepperonis, 2 cheese, and 1 sausage. Okay? I hope it'll be enough for everybody. I don't see that many takers, but eat your fill.
Oh, I went and took mine.
Okay. All right. So, all there's due today is Chapter 24 tests. I'll be returning all these papers to you, and then we'll do Chapter 24 tests. And then, because the field trip is Tuesday, we need to leave here right at 1:15. I mean, I can't wait around, because Jerry Tracy's coming in early to accommodate us. He's going to be there at 2. He can't keep us any later than 2:45, because he's got some things he has to do Tuesday. So that's the only time we've got is 2 to 2:45, so we can't be late leaving here. Now, if you're going straight to the station, does everyone know where Channel 13 is? Anyone who does not? Okay. Do all of you know where, and by the way, I can carry up to 3 people in my vehicle, and please carpool with everybody else. And if you are planning to drive but you want to follow me, we'll be able to caravan it there. Okay? Now, does everyone know where Vulcan is? Sort of. Okay? Well, if you can find Vulcan, you're right there at Channel 13. When you go up the hill to go to the Vulcan, right before you get to the place you can let people off there, there's a parking lot. Drive through that parking lot. This is the top of the hill there. You see Vulcan Park right over there. Drive through the parking lot, and right across from the parking lot, when you come out, there's a road that goes back down again. Keep going across, and you'll see it says something like dead end or no exit or something like that. No signs at the station are there, but go there. And then you'll go up around the thing, and then you will see the station up to the right. It's next to the last station. If you go to the last station, that's Fox 6. Don't go there. It's Channel 13. But you'll see one drive coming out of Channel 13, but that's one way. Don't go that one. You go a little bit further and see the drive going in. They're just little bitty roads, so you have to watch very carefully, but there are signs there. But you won't see it at Vulcan.
Is James Spann with Channel 13 or with Fox?
James Spann is with 3340
okay.
ABC. So neither of
I was going to
those.
say my aunt saw him on Tuesday, I believe.
Oh, really?
So
at a weather event thing, they.
Oh, it was at her school.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She teaches math at Bessemer Academy.
Oh, wow.
But she told me that she had a conversation with him about calculus or something that he said that the weather for the weekend is supposed to be super cold.
Yeah. My wife said this morning that we're supposed to be below freezing within a few days. You know?
I think she said that he said it's supposed to snow this weekend.
Really? All right. Well, if it doesn't snow on Tuesday, we will be going to the weather station. Okay. But it's Channel 13, and you'll probably be surprised at how small the space is that looks enormous on TV, and they're all right there. It's pretty incredible. Okay. So, right now, while y'all are eating pizza, I'm going to be returning all the papers that I have. If you're missing anything and want to work on them, you can go to another room and finish your labs or do your tests. What?
The test from last time.
I can't hear you.
Did we take a test on
Tuesday?
Yeah, there was a test on
it was
Tuesday.
chapter 23.
Okay, everybody,
I need to take that.
several people need that.
Okay, I have an excuse, a doctor's
Oh, that's-
excuse,
yeah.
but I don't know if you really need that.
I don't need it, no, but
Okay.
you just need to make up the work.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so some people need the last test, the weather, weather and climate chapter. Digging deeper. Here it is. How many? 1, 2, 3. Any more? Okay. All right. Now these, for all three of you, for some reason she printed front and back, so be sure to do front and back.
That's fine.
And there you go. All right. Huh? Yeah, why don't you go, next door I think is open. Let me see.
I don't really know.
No, there's no class in there, so right next door to 57.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to probably put your papers on your desk so they'll be there when you come back.
I don't understand what piece of post, what this means.
Okay, I explained it that night, that day I gave it to you. You made some observations, right? Same time. Was the moon always in the same location? No. Well, which way was it headed?
East.
East. There it is.
And what
Okay? That's among the stars. How about relative to the
landmark?
landmarks?
East.
East also, that's fine. Okay. Any questions? Anything you need to turn in? Okay? Then let me I don't know why that's out. Put it back. Okay. I can't return your research papers. By the way, I need research papers. Tuesday is already losing points. So today, tomorrow, or Monday, need the research papers.
This is my moonlight.
Okay, good deal.
So
Thanks.
can you check what I'm missing? Anything?
Well, let me return these first, and then you'll see what you're missing, okay?
I don't think so. I'm missing anything, but
I don't think so either, but that will be a lot easier than me. Okay.
Do the research paper gotta be on science?
I'm sorry?
Do the research paper gotta be on science or could it be
It needs to be related to physical science somehow. That's a broad area. Anything to do with, earth sciences, space, astronomy, geology, weather, climate, oceans, streams, rivers, whatever. It needs to be associated with the class somehow. It can be fairly remotely, but it needs to be associated with the class. I think that was explained in the very first slide, when you did that. All right. So I can't return the papers because those were, they periodically ask for samples of student writing. So I have to hang on to those. But here is the first lab. Okay. Sorry it was here. Now I'm going to shut down the recorder now. Not shut it down, but just pause it because there's no reason for anyone to hear. But if anyone has a good question, okay, actually two of them. One, if anyone did take or receive an incomplete last fall, we have to have those grades in by tomorrow. So if you know of anyone who took it incomplete and has not completed the work, they need to get it done today or tomorrow. Tomorrow is when the grades go in, and that's pretty much, I think, a hard and fast deadline. Okay. Now, sort of to do with that, now this is a mini-term course. So hopefully this course has been paid for quite a while. But on the full-term classes, technically you're not supposed to be going to class anymore if you haven't completed payment. What I say is get the payment completed and continue going to classes, okay? But if you're going to start a second mini-term class, those payments need to be done really soon too, okay? They're not on the same thing as full-term, but it's pretty much. And then this other thing. Your grades are going to be due in, I think, by Wednesday at noon or something like that. So I hope to have them in well before there. But for those who do have full-term classes, next week, after the first mini-term's over with, then the full-term classes, we have to submit midterm progress reports. Anyone who has a D or an F at midterm, we have to report that. It doesn't really mean anything, except you probably are going to start getting phone calls, messages, or other things, seeing if you need help tutoring, if you need other stuff like that. So please, if you haven't submitted enough stuff in some of your classes, you might be getting a poor score at midterm. So I just wanted you to know that. Reggie, I'll give you your stuff I've already passed out. Is there anything you still have to turn in? What's that?
I gotta take a few tests.
Okay. Well, if you let me know which ones they are, I need you to. There's 3 people taking tests next door. So. All right. Oh, I'm going to turn this back off again. Do I need a paper copy, or can you email me your research paper? And here's my answer, okay? I grade what I receive. And I've had people email me papers before, and I don't know if they just weren't paying attention, but they came across in really screwed up format, as in center justified or something else sort of crazy. And but I have to grade that, okay? So if you want to make sure what you're turning in to me is what you want me to grade, paper copy, but if you're confident that's coming across fine, you can email it. I'll take an email and grade it, but I'll grade what I get, okay? So it's up to you. And while we're on this, let me say this. I said it earlier. I need the papers today, tomorrow, no later than Monday. If I receive it Tuesday, you start losing points, because Tuesday is final exam day. So I need it today, tomorrow, or no later than Monday. Okay. I'm sorry? You can email it, but I grade what I get. And that means if the email screwed up something, that's what I have to grade, you know. So now let me get other people who have come in. Rod just came in. Gavin's not here yet. Bertram's not here yet. Melanie's not here yet. Samaya's been here. Okay. Corey and Thomas have been here. Derek's not here. Seth's here. Rashad's not here. Michaela's here. Let me make sure I've got you. I don't have Michaela here. How did I mess up? Oh! Michaela's here. Rashad is not. I got you on the wrong line. Okay. Cole's not here yet. Patel's here. Reggie came in. Okay. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Now, I've been returning work to you that's been turned in already and is graded. I'll come back and get yours that I may have missed. I think I put all yours down there. But let me continue passing out this. Any other questions? Yes.
Is it possible for me to take the final exam today?
Yeah, okay. Let me go over that again before I turn it off, because I said this earlier. Today, the only thing we have to do as class, I got to return your papers to you. And by the way, there's pizza up here, so help yourself to pizza. I sent the announcement, but the email is still not working through Blackboard. So I had no way to get it to you except through the announcement. Okay? So let me go over this for people who have just come in. I wish Reggie were in here. Would you go and ask Reggie to just come in so he can hear this? Yeah, I just wanted you to be able to hear this because you came in late and I had said it before you got here. The field trip obviously is not today, okay? Jerry Tracy could not take us today, but he can take us Tuesday, okay? But he is coming in early to take us at 2 o'clock. That means we have to leave here no later than the 1:15. At 1:15, we're out of here, Okay, so be here at 1:15 if you want to either ride with me or follow me. Okay, because that's when I'm leaving at 1:15. Okay, if you're driving directly to the station, does everybody have at least a clue of how to get there? Okay, it's at the same location as Vulcan, except you really go just past Vulcan, take the first street off to the right, that isn't taking you back to the out of the park, and you go up the hill and you'll see the station on the right. It's not the last station on the right. That's Fox 6. Channel 13 is just before that. They're within sight of each other. So there's one driveway that's an exit only, then the next one is entrance. Okay. Now, so what we're doing today, I'm returning all the work that's been turned in so far, and I need everything finished today. That's why people are taking tests and completing labs and stuff like that right now. Okay. And then as soon as we get all this done, is going to be the Chapter 24 test. All right. Now, technically the final is Tuesday, but it will have to be after we get back from Vulcan, because we've got to be there. He can only be with us 45 minutes, so we need to start at 2 because he has to go on to other things at 2:45. So at 2:45, we'll be, or sometime shortly after 3 o'clock, we'll be coming back to campus. Everyone who wants to come back to campus. Now, that's technically when the final is. If that's completely inconvenient for you to come back to campus, take the final, and then leave again, you can, if you choose, take the final today after you check Chapter 24 tests. So I wanted everybody to hear that you asked the question. You can take the final today if you choose. You can have a formula and equation sheet for Chapter 24, and you can have a formula and equation sheet for the whole course. Whatever you want to write down for the I think it's 9 chapters. I just counted them all. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 7, and then 23 and 24. So whatever you want to write down for that. That test is pretty easy. It's going to be matching the major concepts in all 9 of those chapters. About a 20-point test, 20-question test. Okay? Any questions? All right. If you want to go back to your test, you can.